Hi guys and welcome. We have something different for this video. In this two-part series we take a bit of a look behind the scenes of one of Australia's premier caravan and lifestyle programs. In doing so we meet some fantastic personalities, visit some amazing locations, and we participate in some pretty fun stuff as well whilst working. We hope you enjoy and thanks for watching. Well, here we are in Hervey Bay. Man, do I love my job.
Why is that, John?
Well, we've been doing some work with the What's Up Down Under team and a bit of filming with hints and tips. And we've been invited along on this series, which is called The Road to the Gympie Muster. So over the course of a few days, we're actually going to film these hints and tips for work. So as you can see, I'm pretty bloody excited.
You're not wrong.
It's going to be fun. So luckily you were able to wangle a few shifts and things and join me, otherwise I would have been on my own. So that we're really looking forward to it. Something a bit different. What will be cool is to actually work with a professional television crew. So this will be, again, something that's new, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they put it all together.
You know, we're still amateurs at what we're doing, and
very much so.
But it'd be nice to pick up some of their hints and tips.
Yeah, it would be.
And we're off to the Indigenous Holiday Caravan Park in Hervey Bay.
Yep.
Which is our destination for tonight. And we don't normally stay at caravan parks, well, not often.
No, we don't. We're more off-grid sort of people, so to spend some time in the caravan park will be a little bit different.
But still looking forward to it.
We might spoil ourselves a bit. How you doing? Good. Well, we arrived and went to check in. With a welcoming greeting, we got our allocated sites, then it was all about getting set up. Well, we were up bright and early and had a quick look around the caravan park to familiarise ourselves with all things caravan park. And as this was day one, it was about meeting up with the rest of the team. Apart from Macca and the crew, we were also joined by Chris and Miriam from Aussie Destinations Unknown, Scotty from Jawa Caravans, and Courtney from Red Centre Caravans.
Up here, we're just past the pool. We've got an ensuite site. It's kind of very luxurious for us. I'll show you where we are set up. This is us. Nice little ensuite. Got the shower and the toilet. Just enough room.
Well, things don't function all that well until the morning coffee is absorbed, and we were lucky that friends of the crew, Wandering Panda, had set up their mobile coffee van in the park. Cheers, guys. Each morning we were given a brief of the day's activities and some timings around when we would be required, so it was important to adhere to these as we did have some big days ahead. Here we are with Macca shooting a segment. Good on ya, sitting down on the job first up. Well, even the experts cough it up sometimes. Well, that made me feel a little bit more comfortable. Well, my turn came around quickly. It was cool. We went over the subject a few times, and Macca, I think sensing that I was a bit nervous, shared a couple of jokes. Well, then we had to compose ourselves to complete the task. I've spared you from this. The segment I'm talking about, not the jokes. They won't be shared at all. So if you want to see the segment, you'll have to watch it on What's Up Down Under, episode 1 of The Road to the Gympie Muster.
Back to my hand modelling days.
The next segment was to be filmed at Reef World, an amazing native underwater experience. Liz and I had some time to ourselves while this was being done, so I completed some work and then we took the opportunity for a quick walk along the foreshore. Bloody spectacular. We could not be this close to Hervey Bay Marina and not go and have a look at some of the marine machinery that's moored up there. What an awesome spot. What better way to explore some of Hervey Bay than with a cultural experience with Aaron, a local Indigenous guide. We collected some goodies on a walk that would end up making a smoke stick, so check out episode 1 of The Road to Gympie Muster to see our completed projects.
You're running in the sky, and that's another sign for the fishing season as well.
Yeah.
Same as like when the native hot bush flowers, it's oyster time.
Okay.
When the native passion fruit vine flowers, it's carpet snake time. When the silky oak flowers, it's freshwater eel time. And you'll notice too, the grain of a silky oak, if you peel the bark back, the grain of the water is eel skin. It's freshwater eel skin. You can see it. Yes, it's eel skin. So that's how they have the dreaming link. Okay, this tree here, and what I'm about to show you now is called a Moreton Bay ash. The botanical name is Eucalyptus tessellaris. The tessellated bark at the bottom of this tree can be used to chew for dysentery, diarrhea and stomach upsets. Yeah, it doesn't taste very good.
Doesn't sound very appetizing.
No. It's like a dry wheat-bick, but I don't think even if you put milk with it, it'd taste very good either.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it's used for. It's medicinal properties. Yeah, just a small section of the tessellated bark you take off and chew it. And I think it does something like it adds starch to your stool and stuff like that.
So how much of it would you need to use?
Probably just 1 or 2 squares, depending on your body mass index and stuff like that.
It'd take a while to chew through one of those little
Yeah.
squares though.
Yeah.
You're going to have some good teeth.
Oh, you'd have extremely clean teeth, I know that.
Mm.
streaming plant.
Oh,
Let's roll on to the next,
no worries.
shall we?
Let's go.
Let's go.
With the Fraser Coast, the traditional home of the Cabi and Bachelor people, what a fantastic experience. In the space of an hour and a half, we learned a bit about bush tucker, bush medicine, and some local stories thrown in for good measure. My biggest takeout was the cultural philosophy. What's good for the land comes first, and if you have plenty, you must share. Well, it's back to the park to pack up, because tomorrow we're heading to Rainbow Beach.
Okay guys, I am driving the T-van to Rainbow Beach. John is driving the Silverado, towing a J-Web camper, the Sirocco camper, at the moment. So I am probably 30 kilometres out of Rainbow Beach. It's been a nice drive. No real pressure, just cruising along. These are some of the cabins at the Rainbow Beach Holiday Park. Not that we're staying in them, we've got our own camper trailer. Just going to go for a walk around the park, see what's here. And check out the pool. Should check out the pool in every caravan park that you go to. This one's pretty smick. And those are the cabins that back right onto the pool. And that's where the crew will be staying. In 5 and in cabin 6. Here we have the tent camping section. Pretty good spot. Nice grass. Camp kitchen. Everything you'd need. Let's wander back down the stairs. When you get a nice site, you can book for next year, pay a $50 deposit, and you're sweet. Guaranteed site. Anyway, we'll go and see what the weather's doing. Here we are, just walking across the road. Don't want to get run over. We'll have a look at what the beach is doing. Here we go. Just going to turn around and show you the beautiful sea. And that's the view from some of those caravan park sites. Pretty specky to wake up to that every morning.
Striking in beauty and rippled with colourful ancient sand dunes, Rainbow Beach is a small coastal rural town. It has a population of around 1,300 people, but due to being a popular tourist destination, both in its own right and as the gateway to the magnificent sand island that is Fraser Island, its population swells dramatically over the holiday periods. It's also known for having some of the longest surf breaks in Australia at Double Island Point. The waters are crystal clear, shallow, and the beaches are sometimes uncrowded, making it perfect for beginners who are trying to find their feet. On the outskirts is the Great Sandy National Park, which has a plethora of things to do. Start with fantastic walking tracks, four-wheel driving access, camping, hidden lakes and beaches, the rainforests, heathlands, swamps and mangrove forests. Additionally, you can also explore the unique flora, fauna and the sights of the Kalula Great Walk and Double Island Point. It has a hotel, surf club, the usual tourist souvenir joints and stacks of eateries along the main drag.
There we go. So John tells me that they're about 15 minutes out, so I'll be waiting and I'll film them coming in.
Hello,
Hello.
lady, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Good, thank you. What's happening?
Yeah, well, we're kind of spread out.
Are we?
Yes.
Sights all over the place.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
How are we?
We're great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just loitering.
Oh, loitering.
Loitering.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You're interviewing those people blocking the road.
Yeah, I was. How's it going, JK?
Going okay. Hard work, working in the film crew.
How's the vehicle?
There it goes. Going to be very disappointed when we get back in the 2.8 litre Prado. It's going to cop a cannon for the first few Ks.
Oh, okay.
Talk about putting the pressure on. Narrow driveways, an unfamiliar truck and van. Needless to say, it took us a little while to get organised and set up. But once done, it was down to the surf club for a couple of nice cold beers, a chat with some locals and watch the sunset on another amazing but busy day. Well, here we are, Rainbow Beach. What are we into? This is the fourth day. Left Hervey Bay, came to Rainbow Beach. So we've had some of the adventures that are available at Rainbow Beach. Today's the last day here. We've got a few things to shoot. And then we're heading to the Noosa Eco Resort. Really looking forward to that. As you can see, space is a bit of a premium, particularly on weekends. So Liz and I thought a short walk on the beach was in order before we head back up the Rainbow Stairs to check out the parklands. There are plaques around the area with stories of the past, both dreamtime and development. Some may not know that one of the most significant developments in the area came in the 1960s, when the sand mining industry was born in the Cooloola coast. With the opening of the mine, it brought about the road into Rainbow Beach and was the birth of the new township. The 19 miles of road was funded by the mine itself, the Queensland Government and the local Shire of Widgie. Rainbow Beach horse riding offers a unique horse riding experience on one of the most beautiful beaches you'll ever visit. With pristine sands, crystal clear waters and brilliant blue skies nearly all year round. The bushland that borders the beach adds to the sense of privacy and serenity. It feels like it's just you, your horse and the ocean, especially as no vehicles are permitted on this section of the beach. Andrew McCarthy and his team aim to make every ride special and memorable, and no two rides are the same. But today we're here to catch up with Tanya Kernaghan, who's hosting one of his 5-day rides. I'll let Andrew explain.
What a cool experiment.
It's pretty cool because we do some, because we, the first day's trail ride, we ride the horse in the pump. Second day, we ride down to the homestead, which is 100 years old, the homestead with these magical gardens. We pick up 150 cattle and walk them 6 kilometres along the Bitumen Road. Third day, we're on the beach, riding bareback in the ocean. Fourth day, we're on here doing cattle work that people just love. You know, just like we get a guest instructor out. So that just blows their mind. Every day is just better and better. And then the last day, we take the cattle back home along the Bitumen Road, that and they just see the difference in themselves because they've now had a couple of days tuition, and they can see the mistakes they'll make on the first day. You know, on the second day, they think, holy smokes, they like, how did you put up with this? Is what often they will say, and that's a fairly valid thing.
Yeah, so they're pretty much pros by the time they
Well, anyone who wants to learn, if they don't want to learn, that's okay, they don't have to.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to learn has potential to come away with a real wealth of knowledge, if they choose to, on these horses.
They cater for a range of different riders that allows them to provide a ride to suit every preference and riding ability. Andrew and the team continuously receive praise about the condition, behaviour and ability of their horses from experts within the industry as well as people from outside.
Lordy, what are you doing in my neck of the woods, Yucca?
Tina cardigan off the temple.
I heard he was in town. I got these for you.
I might need these too, Tanya, I reckon.
I reckon so.
Help sort him out a little bit.
What you're going to do is just give him a little roll every now and then.
Up the ribs there, soften the ribs a bit.
Usually they respond to
Them on and I reckon you can do anything you want me to do.
Their professionalism is of the highest standard, which is also noted by many people, and the saddles also receive high praise. They choose to use top quality gear used by Australia's top riders, which helps to ensure the rider gets the best experience. As we wandered around the horses, it was obvious the gentle temperament of the animals. In fact, we observed numerous that were chilling out that much they looked like they were falling asleep. As we head to Lake Catharaba, we spied a little turn to the right which took us to Ceres Creek. This is a lovely little day-use picnic area. The broad walk takes you to a couple of access points where you can enter the water for a swim in a cool creek, where shade is provided by some stunning cypress pines and she oaks. It's a spring-fed creek with a sandy bottom and clear water, which can be slightly stained by the tea tree tannins. Although it's not that deep, there are several sections where it's possible to lie down, float, relax and cool off. This would be great for families or anyone wanting to cool down on the road. There are information boards just off the car park with information about the flora and fauna, and also learn about Patrick Ceres, a timber getter from the 1860s who explored this region, which the creek is named after. We've been here a lot of times, but we've never actually been in here and had a look. Only that. That's what you tend to do when you're in a bit of a hurry and, you know, everything's a destination. Remember, it's always sometimes about the journey. As kids, they used to come here and they used to go up and swim underneath the log. So that log down there at the bottom one.
Yes.
And underneath this, it used to be a challenge to take your breath, get all the way through.
Wow.
And then When they got older, they went to Fraser. Used to be their point of call on the way home from Fraser, wash the salt off.
Oh, good idea. Because it's fresh water.
Yeah.
Don't do it, don't do it.
I've just been down to Ceres Creek. What an amazing spot. All that fresh water that you can swim in. Rainwater stained by tannins from vegetation seeps through the oldest dunes of the Coolaloola sandmass, emerging as a spring of dark water. The headwaters of Ceres Creek, which flow northwest to the Tincan Bay Inlet. As springs of colourless water from the water table join the creek, it appears lighter brown near the road culvert, which we saw. Worth a stop if you're in the area.
In the next episode, we continue our march to the Gympie Music Muster, where we spend a few days at Lake Cathabra exploring the upper reaches of the Noosa River. And we get to showcase some of the other activities that are available both at the caravan park and surrounding areas. So thanks for watching. From Liz and I, remember, don't let the dust settle. Cheers.
So John, what do you think this is going to be like?
This is going to be pretty cool. This is going to be pretty cool. The Noosa Ocean Rider.